restaurants and all sorts of other public places. "Hey man, wake up," I say, and shake him again. Mark is 39. That's young, I know, but he looks 50, maybe older. The life he's led has taken its toll. The silent killer, hepatitis C, is coursing through his veins. "Mark, wake up, man!" A snot-like length of drool hangs from his mouth. After he comes to, figures out where he is, acclimates himself to his surroundings as if he is on a boat trying to manage large swells, he takes his half-cooked mac and cheese and heads down the 5 flights of stairs to his space in the house. He mumbles something I cannot understand. I can decode what he says about 20% of the time. Later on, I will have to clean up after he spills the macaroni all over himself, on his bed, the floor, before passing out again. The used boat his food came in will be on his lap, now an ashtray, and the juxtaposition of the ashes and leftover cheese, a cigarette butt stabbed into a piece of elbow macaroni, will remind me that life is, in the end, about choices. Several hours later, daylight has given itself to night. Mark is standing in my kitchen again, staring out the window, waiting, anxious as each car drives by the house, headlight beams like a Hollywood premiere strobing across the wallpaper. He is somewhat coherent. His belly full of cheese and pasta, the methadone and pills have worn off. After he leaves, it will occur to me that as he stood in the kitchen, an image of his face reflected in the window pane as he waited for a ride, I saw myself standing in the same spot at 15 years old, waiting for my friend, older and able to buy liquor, to come and pick me up so we could go get loaded. "Shopping," he says after I ask. "A friend is on her way." "Don't come back all drunk and high," I warn. "I won't let you in." He looks at me, doesn't respond, lifts his cigarette up to his mouth, his fingers stained Listerine yellow from the nicotine, Hep C, or both. He inhales deeply, blows what's left of the smoke at the window pane, fogging it up. His disability check and food stamps allow him to feed himself, but he also trades some of the food, or sells the food stamps at a 50% loss, for booze and Newports. As a kid, I liked the Newport package with the upside-down Nike symbol. However, stealing and smoking his cigarettes came with a tic-tac-like cold burn in my lungs, so I wound up switching to Marlboro. He'll be broke in 2 days, eating my food, calling and begging our mother for money. She'll give it to him. He'll buy pills with that money because his methadone is regulated. A taxi, paid for by the state of Connecticut, picks him up every morning, brings him into Hartford, and returns him home. At the clinic, they give him his dose of Kool-Aid. Sometimes he stores up several doses so he can go on a bender. It is a cycle, one we've been on most of our lives. No one tries to stop Mark anymore because we can't. It is while he is shopping that I get the call. The fucking call that will not be a shock to most in my family, but will change Mark forever, send him on a new course, and initiate a suicide that will take him 8 years to complete. Several days before the call, Mark came upstairs. I asked him to sit down. "I need to tell you what I have told you a dozen times since you moved in." As calm as I could, I explained, "I know that while I'm at work, Diane is coming over." Knowing Diane all my life, I was confident she was rummaging through my house looking for things to pawn or information about me to hold over my head. "I don't want her in the house. She cannot be in this house." He said something about being the older brother, more experienced in life, and how I should respect that. "And you never have. I love her. We're getting back together." It's hard, however, for me to look up to a man with burn marks all over his chest from nodding out while smoking, all his shirts with tiny burn holes on them, the bed